What are your personal views on domestic violence, and why do you feel that way?
Um, my personal views are that it's really unacceptable. Um, for no reason should a man or a woman hit their partner. I guess it's just the easy way out sometimes. So a lot of people fall into that trap.
What were your experiences for domestic violence?
I had a boyfriend in high school who was like obsessed with me, and we grew up together, and I never liked him like that, and he sabotaged a relationship I was having with one of his friends, and I really liked that kid, you know. And like 6 months later, I fell into his trap, and he sent me like 6 dozen roses, and asked me to be his girlfriend, bought me a ring, asked my mom if like she would allow me to date him, like fucking sucker punch, Pardon my French. But so I fell for it. We started dating. Found out 3 months into the relationship that he had had sex with my best friend 3 weeks before we started dating, and that's when he turned me against my best friend, who was my best friend since I was 10, maybe 8, probably, actually 8. And just an awful 2 years. And got to the point where he was physically abusive and so mentally abusive that I don't even remember some of it because I was pretty much brainwashed, and drugs were involved, all sorts of shit. So
How did you notice that things weren't healthy in your relationship?
all that.
What did you do to get help? Did you talk to friends or family?
Yeah, but not right away. I tried to hide it for a while, and then my sister noticed bruises on my arm, like, handprint, and we were sitting at the dinner table. It was my sister Kate, my mom, and I, and she pointed out and was like, "What is this?" And then I was like, "What's on your arm?" And it was just so embarrassing. So I tried to hide it more, and then when he tried to kill me, I got help. I told my mom, and I went to a couple of psychologists and a psychiatrist for like 6.5 months.
And what are your feelings on that whole situation?
Um, you definitely need to find help if something like that happens to you, because to try and deal with that on your own is like, social suicide, because no one can get through that by themselves.
Viewing the news and seeing domestic disputes quite frequently on TV, how does this currently affect your views on domestic violence?
I feel the same way I always did. It's unacceptable. It makes me sick now, especially having a personal effect, and I feel sorry for anyone who thinks that's the way to go.
What advice would you give to someone that is experiencing the abuse of domestic violence?
You're better than that. Get out.
Based on the following questions that you've been asked, would you like to add anything?
If I have a daughter someday, I will never let that happen to her.